So hello everyone and welcome to PUBG, where I thought that I would be recording the couple of best replays from my thus far 8 solo games, where I think that I've started to get a little bit of a crowds. Of course in this replay it doesn't really load up all the buildings right away, but it should be loading up relatively soon, I hope. Regardless, I've had fun in this game thus far. I do still enjoy the squad games the most for squad, but duos can be fun too, and then the solos can be interesting from time to time. Of course we don't actually see each other's because we are in different buildings in there, but it's slowly loading up the buildings actually. But yeah, I'm kind of being a little bit unlucky. I thought that I would come into this pretty hot zone, just slight bit of a hot zone. There's quite a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people already dead here in Pecado. But I thought that I would just drop into this hot zone and just see if I could get any kills and practice my gun shooting and everything. But as I only got this pistol, well, that might not have been the very best idea to begin with. And then, of course, no idea where some of the others are. Yeah, the buildings are slowly coming together here at least. Apparently at the same house almost. Very close to that one other guy at least. And building is actually up. But yeah, as I don't see me getting a lot done here with the pistol, I just decided as I see this little car here that I would just go on and head off a little bit from here. I'm not sure who it is who decided to shoot at us. Yeah, it's Nanshigala. From there at least who decided to shoot at us. But hey, I decided nonetheless to go ahead and just leave. They did damage me a bit, but not that much. Not that much in the end. So I just heading up here to go and loot this little area over here, because I thought that there's probably not going to be anyone over there. Maybe in the graveyard, but I thought that who cares necessarily about these little buildings. And just came about into here. But otherwise I think I'm gonna be skipping this sequence, considering this is just me looting, so it's not like it's really that interesting. So let me just go on and yeah, just skip a little bit ahead. Okay, so I didn't get much from there, from that little location. A couple of guns that aren't really that great, but then just driving off to the sunset with our car again. I'm not quite sure where we wanted to be heading. I was indeed assuming that there's probably gonna be people around here, but I thought that I should at least use this route to try to get into this direction and then decide where exactly I'm gonna be heading. And so that's what I'm thinking of doing here. So we just drive onwards. There's quite a lot of people in San Martin, which really isn't too surprising. For a certainty that there's quite a few over there. But hey, shouldn't be too bad to drive through. If I would have remembered, I should have definitely, while driving through San Marino earlier, started to be using my horn though. That would have been good, to be saying hello to everyone who were passing by. All of the peoples. Because it was very much assumption that I thought that I don't want to be stopping here. I should even have seen that kid slicer, but of course I didn't exactly have time to pay attention to them that much. I was just heading forward. It is nice though how you can see exactly where there's a lot of people in this map. For sure. I'm evading pretty decently all of those different type of shots. Pretty decently at the very least. A little bit of a horn. Little bit of a horn action. And those guys also, I guess, heard the gunshots last car and are paying attention, or they might have been paying attention to each other's because they were right next to each other's pretty much. One in the building and the other one outside, or in a very small little building. And there is someone there. I was just thinking that, okay, I don't really fancy going into these places, and then I thought that maybe I'll just head straight into Monte Nuevo. I don't Oh, actually, I stopped into here. I completely forgot that I actually stopped into here to do a little bit of a looting too, and got some better guns. Again, takes a while to actually load the buildings up properly though, for sure. At least I got the level 2 helmet though, so that's good. So I'll just skip ahead to the later areas. So what I do from here on is basically I just then drive over into here, start looting, spend a lot of time there, and at the end time of that I shall be coming back to you guys. Because then there's a little bit more interesting than just the looting sections. So, quite a lot of time has been going past. I'm just scouting ahead now then. It's kind of interesting how, like, this area was the looted by first copy on the other hand, and this area basically by me. I can barely hear the gunshots that the Kansho did to first copy, but of course can't see him. But then I just pretty much scouting. Of course the door is actually open, but it's not loaded up. Most of the stuff at least is. Then I'm basically just spending some time here scouting around to see. Basically what I got as weapons now is Scar, and this is the VSSS, I think the name was. Not really a great sniper, but I thought that it would be good for me to try to be practicing with some sniper rifle. So that is what I'm planning to do. Didn't find any other type of sniper rifles unfortunately, so this is the only one we got. That door is annoying when it wants to be closed, so to speak. And I can see one in there, so I'm deciding to make a couple of shots to see if I could try to be predicting how far higher, how much higher I need to be aiming to try to shoot, so to speak, at that guy. Hardly thought that I would be able to, but hey, why not try when you can? Not that much of a reason not to Xeja there as my target. Not that I anyway got him even remotely, but hey, just practicing a little bit my shooting skills. And yeah, like try to think, okay, how much higher do I need to see? It's a shame that you can't see properly the bullet drop on the replay though, because you can see it definitely really nicely in the actual game itself, but you cannot see it like this at all. You cannot see that, okay, it's dropping into there way too far and so on and forth. I thought that there's no reason for me to at least shoot at that buggy after all. It's going and zooming past into there. I'm just still barely in the area, but that's of course not going to remain that way for too much longer. But for the moment I'm just thinking that I can hold up here for the moment and time being and start moving after the next circle comes clear. It's usually something that I would prefer to do, try to move close to the blue, because it feels like the better tactic. But of course it's not like that's always going to be playing out for you, because sometimes the circle is all the way in the wrong direction and you're going to have a hard time trying to then get there when you're way too far from it. Specifically if there's a lot of other people around the corner. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that to happen. I'll just well, actually it's coming up pretty soon that we can at least see where we need them to be heading up. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely like this in the replay though. You can exactly see where every type of people are going, and actually you can see the crate too. So that's pretty sweet. Even though otherwise I do definitely prefer recording straight away. But, well, I didn't think that there was any reason for me to be recording my solo plays when I don't consider myself very good at the shooter type of games for a certainty. But hey, now we can see where it is going to be, and it's going to be right around there. So not the worst for me, but definitely not for the best either. So I'm thinking that I should have a look around a little bit more, and then think of starting to head slightly towards the circle in a little bit safer way though. I'm thinking that I'm gonna be heading from right here at the edge, try to get a little bit more into the mountains first and then start to be heading there rather than going into the town, because I do still think that I'm not that great in the close quarter combats, and that's basically where I would have gone if I would have gone into the left for certainty. So I'm just coming into here and scouting around the place, trying to see if I can spot anyone around here that I would need to be careful of. Not that I immediately at least do. In the meantime, there seems to be a Tranchi and Echo Tango very close to each other in a close combat situation, which of course I don't personally otherwise see. But then actually I spotted. There's actually someone that just fell. Who fell? And then I thought, yeah, there's someone. Why not? I just looked at that drop way too far and then just seeing how I would be able to aim into there. And yeah, I got a kill. I'm not sure if actually if it showed that in the right side here right now that I got the kill, but I got a kill from there. All the way from there, which to me was absolutely ridiculous at that moment. I was like, I can't believe that I got that guy from all the way down there. It was afterwards when I looked what is my longest kill. It was 691 meters away, which is pretty nice I would say. I actually got one really far away kill, and with the VSS. Of course he was in a real low health because of the fact that he was just fighting the other guy and who he killed. And then he was just trying to be healing behind the tree, but unfortunately he didn't care about just some random person going and trying to shoot him from far away with the VSS, and it actually got him. So, but yeah, I guess I'm probably decent at least looking how the shots are going and then predicting how much higher I need to be shooting, considering I did get him. But yeah, I was really thinking that I need to at least record that, because it's just ridiculous to me that I actually got him with the VSS, specifically when it's not like it's that great of a gun. I did see that guy over there, Xiza, running, but I thought that I would prefer not to start engaging them right away. So I just thought that I'll just come here for a moment into slight cover. There is also this guy that definitely heard us from inside the house, but I didn't of course know about him, and I didn't want to be even investigating the house really, because I thought that there might be someone and I didn't want to have anything to do with them. So I just decided to be heading onwards. It's so interesting though to see exactly from the map how everything is going there, in engagements over there, and me going really close to this Kanjo. Neither of us seeing each other for quite a while, but both of us heading this way, pretty close by. Definitely, like he's exploring there in the house, in a little cottage, and me just thinking that okay, I'll just try to run into here because I don't think that there's any good reason for me to try to stay on this field, even though it was risky, but I thought that it would be the better idea. But yeah, he did see me and did start to be shooting at me. I did think that okay, he's around that area, but of course I didn't see him. But I just think that I'm just gonna do my best shooting so that he would have a hard time trying to hit me. And I think I did a pretty good job, because he was like, yeah, I'm not hitting them, and decided to stop that shooting for a moment. He did try a little bit more in there, but I made it here quite safely, quite nicely. So I'm pretty happy with that shooting too, in all honesty. Then I'm just thinking that okay, I would like to possibly get into that house for a moment, because it's at least still very much safe. Of course there's a high risk that there's someone else in there, but I was also thinking that maybe there I can actually look into that guy that is coming from that direction and try to see if I could be getting him killed. Just taking the pill bottle in the meantime, while then heading into here on the other side of the house that isn't occupied yet, that is. But 7 alive anymore, so not very many. to think, drink the little energy drink, take the pills, have full bars, energy bars, and having a look if we can spot the guy who was shooting at me before. Which I don't immediately, but I thought that okay, I'm just gonna go and spot him like this possibly, and so I did. I didn't do very good shooting at him for sure. Decent at some points, but of course then I need to reload. Someone else is shooting at him too though. And that someone else did get the kill. I was wondering if the guy who was shooting at him was in the direction he was looking at, because it was kind of strange that, okay, he's looking left of him, that is there someone around there? But, yeah, didn't see at least anyone. And there isn't anyone. It was all the way in the hills that someone killed him from. I think it was this choir that actually got him. And, yeah. They are going to be in engagement pretty soon, while I'm just hanging around in here. Yep, and Jetfold won that engagement. Here I do think that I need to be learning to do a lot better. I was thinking that do I want to be leaving the house? I probably should have. I probably should have just gone from here and tried to get into here in the positions, because I'm usually the one that is in this sort of a corner situation is the one that has the advantage, and I definitely suck at that sort of a thing still. So one of them won the game. I hope it was Jetfold rather than a camping person in the house. I do like the first person more anyways than the third person, for just the fact that you can't camp just by having to like not peeking at all even. I do like that as a tactical perspective way more. But I didn't think that was a bad job from me, actually getting a third place and yeah, getting real far away kill. I gotta probably show you the proof that I got a kill like that. So just a moment for that. Exit the lobby though. So, career. Not solo TP, solo FPP. So, I've played thus far the 8 games in the EU and top 10s 2, which isn't too bad. Average survival time and then kill, skill death ratios, and longest kill. 691 meters with the VSSS, which is, yes, I was very surprised about that. So overall, considering how little I've actually played thus far, I think it's been going thus far pretty nicely. So I'll load up the other game that I was thinking of showing a little bit, where I think I'm starting to do relatively nicely in the end. So I'll just be loading that up and coming back to you ASAP. So here we are with my second game that I was gonna be showing up. So we are right now in here. While we dropped, I dropped to Las Bendita. The fly route was around here. I decided to drop far into La Bendita, and from there I've been working slightly or very slowly through into this direction. And I've been having a look around if there's anything behind me or anything of a like, but pretty much if you look into the map you can see that everyone else is already around here. It is quite a bit of a journey, plus the fact that there's just a lot of people on our way, so it's gonna be a little bit risky to be heading into that direction. But yeah, I'm wanting to at least make sure more so that there's not going to be anything behind us, because that would be even worse if even something would be coming from this direction. So I'm thinking of just going and climbing up here first and having a look still. I am having the Scar and SKS as weapons for myself, of course a pan. So that's also nice enough. Only a 2x though as a scope, so I was really hoping to get a scope, better scope from one of these places, but 2x, at least can try to be looking around a little bit if I could be seeing anybody behind us, but as said, not like that's exactly the case. Then just starting to be heading into this zone area as safely as we can, that is. Slowly but surely. Quite a few are of course gathering into here, still 26 alive for this zone is quite a bit. There's even someone disconnected just over there. Someone as a disconnected. hanging about over there quite safely though. Got some more energy drinks, having a look if there's anyone all the way over there still, but not that that's again going to be the case. I thought that, yeah, I might as well just run right now without even a gun possibly. But I do have actually my gun still up because it's not like the blue zone is that close. Nonetheless, Goshilak as the closest person to us, definitely. Quite of a different. He's in that zone which we are actually approaching pretty close by soon. I'm trying to also be keeping my eye into that direction, but not like I'm quite seeing him straight away, even though we're so close to each other's. But nope, neither of us managing to notice the other. Yep, he's right there. And I just, nope, I'm not going there. And he's basically running right next to us as well. In all reality, I should be seeing him very soon here. I should. There's also Vetten that I could have seen if I would have noticed Luke better. But yeah, Kozilak, so clearly right next to us running. I should have seen him, but I didn't. I didn't see him at all. And neither is he looking at us, which is the funny thing. Both of us just looking forward and into other directions, but not next to us, which is silly from both of us. As such, he should have even easier time seeing me, but considering I'm a little bit forward from him, I think he has seen me probably now, considering he is sort of heading towards the behind of me, or trying to go and shoot me from behind possibly. Oh, I don't know, maybe he didn't still see me. But he's going to very soon, yes. So I see him, but just trying to get my scar at least. But he should have really gotten me, I would say. Because I just happened to get him with a couple of headshots with the scar then. But I think he really should have gotten me. We did make quite a lot of noise, so both Vetten and Tivolo are both starting to look into my direction though. Vetten is also in there, but I'm healing, so I don't really have time to look into that. I knew that I still needed healing, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely looking into me, but I'm still thinking that I kind of really want to have a look if he has any kind of a scope into here. So I'm risking it, even though I thought that it would be pretty much risky. I just thinking of taking the scope and then trying to be evading as many bullets as possible and heading down. But at least he's also making a lot of noise by shooting at me. But yeah, I think I'm doing a relatively decent amount of juking, so that he's sort of giving up in trying to actually hit me, and he made a lot of noise, so they actually got into a little bit of a gunfight right there, which is good of course for me, so that I can actually just approach this cliff that they are at. But of course I very much know that there's some people still around there, so I'm just trying to be careful when heading into here. And definitely would think of it being better that I tried to look and dealing with those guys before hitting, for example, more into the safe zone. So I'm just trying to be taking a position around here, having a look. See, there's 2 others right there, actually. 2 others right there. I just don't even notice necessarily straight away. The other one, I'm trying to have a look with my 8 scope now then, that I actually managed to steal from that one guy. If I could see anything, but not exactly from those positions that I was in. Oh yeah, and the other guy did get killed by Numenico right there. But I know that there should be still someone around there, so I'm just trying to be waiting and seeing if they would be coming so that I would be able to see them. With my scar ready. And yep, I saw him. I'm just thinking that okay, I'm preparing to go and up and try to shoot at him. and I happened to get the better shot at him. I think that someone else did shoot at me though. Not quite sure, but I thought that now at least I should be trying to just go off nonetheless. Yeah, not sure, because it did sound like someone shot at me, but I didn't really see who it would have been, so not sure. But I'm just trying to be making it into the safe zone now. Not quite sure if I should yet, because I'm still worried that someone might be creeping up on us, which pretty much is sort of the case. But then I'm, on the other hand, thinking that maybe I should still try to just get into a position there and try to then look behind us and taking care of them. But it's not something that I'm exactly happy with the situation. But especially with the first kill, I think that I got really lucky. But as in, I think that he should have had me for a certainty. I think that he should have definitely had me at the time. But then I think it's okay. I'm just now then trying to go and move into the safe zone properly and just have a look if I can be in a relatively decent spot over here. Computer probably thinking something while it's loading that much. There's quite a lot of people alive, all in this little area, trying to all get into this area, which is, yeah, quite something. I'm trying to be keeping an eye on behind specifically, because I know that I'm right in the edge. There's probably going to be more coming from that direction, which I am right off. Also trying to look into that direction nonetheless, still. His SAS 8X isn't really that great anymore in this close area, but yeah, I do see this guy. Not the best shots from me, but I did get him though. The problem is that there's that kitty number 1 heading into this way. At least I'm getting a first aid, but yeah. I was thinking of taking a painkiller. But I did hear his footsteps, but yeah. I did get a little bit of damage to him, but possibly the helmet, possibly just overall good vest, protected kitty number 1 from actually me getting him, her, whatever. But yeah, I think that it was still a pretty decent job from me. I was the 11th to die, so not too bad, not top 10, but close enough. And definitely interesting. It would have been interesting to see how this would exactly be ending up if you consider how all of these guys are right here, all needing to go now, then all that area. Definitely these couple are at least having a pretty good position around here. And maybe Kitty as well. He at least got a lot of healing from me, that's for sure. But these guys are in a little bit of issues, I would say. A little bit of issues over there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the few little clips that I had from my first couple of, well, top 8 first solo games in the PUBG, and I will be uploading later on also some of the squad games, some of the better squad games, duo games that I have. I will be uploading some in English, and I will probably actually upload some also in Finnish, because if I'm just playing with Finnish people, then I think that it's all a-okay that I upload those just in Finnish. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have a couple of different series going then for PUBG, just random episodes though, not anything regular, but if I feel that there's some good enough games that I can go and record and upload, then yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Hope you enjoyed a couple of random PUBG games from time to time then, and thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Have a good one, have a good weekend.